What's going on, guys? Welcome back, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Solo's Landspeeder, or Han Solo's Landspeeder, from the upcoming Solo: A Star Wars Story movie. And I went to my local Walmart, and they had all the new summer sets, the new Star Wars Solo summer sets, and regular Star Wars sets. They had the Jurassic World sets, they had the Junior's Incredibles sets, they had the new brickheads like Thanos and the Jurassic World ones. They didn't have the Back to the Future ones, though. But, yeah, so definitely go to your local stores and see if they have the sets, because they had mostly all the sets in my stores. But we're going to get started off with the figures, and we're going to start off with this little guy here, which is the Carillion Hound. So this figure is a lot tinier than he looks on the box. Like, he's really a small creature, and I thought he would be like the normal dog mold, where he fits across the 4 studs, or at least 3. But he actually just fits on 2 studs, so it's a very small, compact mold. And I can tell that this thing, even though it sounds like a dog, it's definitely not a nice animal. You can see it's got some evil teeth there, some evil red eyes, and an evil snout. So I doubt this thing is working with the good guys. And I think this is supposed to kind of be the bad guy of the set. But yeah, it's a very interesting new mold. And I do feel like they could have included 2, because they included 2 in that other speeder set. I don't like that speeder set, but they did include 2 in the other one. So I don't know why they didn't include 2 in this one, but you know, still a pretty cool little creature. So next we're gonna move on to Han Solo, and this is my first Han Solo minifigure in like a long time, since the early sets. And I mainly wanted to get this new hairpiece for Han Solo, because I didn't get the Desert Skiff from last year, so I was waiting for another cheap set that this could come in, and I'm really happy to get this hairpiece finally. And it's a fantastic hairpiece. I really do love it, and it really captures the Han Solo character well, and it also works very good for Peter Parker as well, from Infinity War, and I guess just the MCU as a whole. He does have 2 very nice expressions that really do capture, I think, Alden Ehrenreich and the, just the young, like, kind of style they're going with for Han Solo. I like his kind of angry face expression, with his gritted teeth there, and then he has this kind of more calm, docile face expression. He does have the standard pistol blaster there. The torso print I really do love. It's got a normal jacket with some dirt on it, and I like kind of the gritty aesthetic, and I think it will look very good for any like kind of just standard city setting. The one thing I don't like, though, is the leg print. So the strap across, I've really been waiting for a figure like that to have that with black legs, so I could use it on Gamora or some other customs. But what they decided to do is to kind of match it with the rest of the outfit with kind of the dirty look. They made it have kind of dirt on it as well, and I feel like that kind of ruins the use of the leg print. So this is a very good figure. I really do recommend this figure. And then one other weird thing is they use the dark tan hands as gloves, and I think maybe they should have gone with dark brown gloves, not dark tan, but I do appreciate that they were trying something different. So I do appreciate that, but next time I think they should go with either dark brown or standard skin-colored hands for that. But Han Solo, pretty cool minifigure, but it has some downsides to him. Next up, we are going to do Kira, or Kira, no, not Kira, Kira, I don't know. She has, once again, the same blaster, but she has a very interesting aesthetic to her, which is, her jacket and design as a whole is actually, like, silver, so that's kind of new. So she has silver printing on the torso, and the arms are silver, so that's actually pretty cool, and I really like that. The pants, or the legs, are dark gray. They're not dual molded, but they are double colored on the front, so you have kind of dark gray coming down on the boots, and I do feel like this would be useful in a city setting. It's just I feel like Han Solo's, with the dirt printing on the legs, kind of decreased from the usability, because like you're not going to see someone walking around the city with a weird like holster strap on their pants. So yeah, that one I feel like kind of limits the usability, but this leg print I feel is pretty useful for any city setting. She does have a plain red shirt under there, some nice back printing with the silver and the continuation of the fur coat, and she does have this very nice new hair mold with kind of a good hair, a nice hair mold there with the goes over the top, and then you have the bangs coming down the side, so it's a pretty interesting hairstyle. I really do like that, and I think they should use it more in the future. And I think it'll work for even male characters, not necessarily females, but I do like, or not just females, I do like the face print. It's a pretty, like, like this face print is pretty good for just any generic female person you may have in your Lego city, so I like that. And then she has this kind of grin, which, you know, it's not very standard, but I do like the grin. It's pretty interesting. So I do like Kira, maybe even a little bit more than Han Solo on the legs side of things, but they both have really good hair pieces. So that's pretty much it for the minifigures. We're going to get onto the speeder now. So the speeder in the set, I really have no problems with. It's a very nice, sleek design, and it's got a very rough around the edges style to it. It's got like a very, you can see on this side, it's got kind of parts in the engine showing. I'm assuming he stole this, but you do see kind of a lot of parts showing on this side. Like it's gotten wrecked and he's crashed it a couple times. I think you see him crash it in the trailer actually. And then this side, it's mostly held together, but you can see some pipes and stuff showing on this side as well. So I like that kind of aesthetic to it. You can see some more engine bits on the front, which I think are supposed to be there. You do get that church window piece in dark blue, which is a really nice use of that piece. I really like that. And then on the front, you can see the engine with these printed dish pieces, or flat dish pieces, which is really nice to get that printed piece again. I think I have one of them, but it's nice to get that printed piece again. And you can take off this front assembly like this, and there is a nice black and white stripe down the front, so I like that. Then you can see inside, and you have this little kind of green gasoline containers type thing there. A little container for the wrench, and this is what I really appreciate. You get a spare space for one of the spring-loaded shooter missiles. And I like what they're doing now with the sets. Like with the General Grievous Combat Speeder, they had a place where you could store the lightsabers on the bottom. And I always had a problem with, you know, the sets never giving you a storage space for the accessories and such. I like that they give you space to put the spring-loaded shooter in there, so I really appreciate that. And you can take the engine out, which is this little build contraption here. And it does have these interesting little pieces here, which I don't know if they're new. Like, if you can see them, they're sticking up from the sides. And they do connect to this as well. And you get quite a few in the set, but I've never seen those pieces before, or not used too many times, so let me know if that's a new piece, because I think it is. But yeah, interesting little engine there. And you can kind of take it out and maybe have Han use the wrench to kind of pretend, you know, that they're doing some repairs on the vehicle. And it looks like a car, but like a speeder in Star Wars, and I really like the design. And then you can see, the only thing I think maybe they could have changed is maybe have the windshield raised up a little bit with kind of some more covering the studs on the top. I feel like maybe some tiles on the top would have helped kind of close it off more, because I think the studs on top look a little odd. And you do see there you get a printed slope piece, which I haven't seen that printed slope piece used too many times. And that's also a pretty old print there, so I like getting that print again. And you do have two tan seats, which I don't think I've seen too many tan seats before, so that's pretty nice. And then on the back you can see more engine bits, these kind of wheel axle pieces used as engines. And then you can take this little engine part out, and it's a crate, so... And then you can see this little energy boost thing in there for the engine. And then kind of this spoiler looking thing, like as if for one of those old race cars. And then you do underneath, of course, have stud shooters and wheels. I like the way that they use the side studded bricks to make this design on the bottom, and you can roll it pretty easily with the wheels on the bottom. And then you do get some spring-loaded shooters on the bottom that you can fire away as well at will, so it's pretty cool. And I do think it suffers from the same thing as the General Grievous Combat Speeder, where they do fire off a little bit too easily, but you can take them out and it won't really decrease from the model. And then the last thing to do is fit both your minifigures in there. So you can put Kira in there, and you can put Han in there as well in the vehicle. So that's pretty much it for the review on the set, and going on to the ratings, I'd give this set an A-. I think my only problems are the Han Solo has some dirt printing on the legs, which kind of decreases the usability of it. I think the vehicle could have used a little bit more, I don't know what I was going to say there. But there's something about the vehicle that I think could have used, I don't know, but I forgot what I was going to say there, but I think the vehicle is really good. It's a very nice design, and I think it's very interesting. I like the non-symmetrical style of it. And I like the minifigures. I think they're both really good. The Han Solo hairpiece and the Kira hairpiece are very useful. And I like the little Carillion Hound mold there. So I give the set an A-. I definitely recommend it. You should definitely go get it. It has a lot of useful pieces, and definitely go get this set. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.